To the rest. Opinionated, often hated, and we're stubborn. Yeah. But if we really like you, then we'll fuck you like no other. Ooh. A little hard to handle, yet we have. Hello, it's me. I was wondering, did you listen to the episode from last week? Yeah. Well, did you? What's up, y'all? It's Aquarius, birthday January 25th. Hope all is well in your world. And we're going to do something a little different today because I am talking about Libras. So, the words of wisdom from the universe will pertain to you. And they read, the ideas that are buzzing around in your brain may seem wonderful to you, but chances are some of them could be a bit too way out to appeal to people whose help you are going to need. What happened to good old-fashioned Libra common sense? Yeah, Libra, what happened to your common sense? You're usually a person who's so well-balanced, charming, well-organized, secretive, romantic, diplomatic, fair, flirtatious, hypocritical, and one of my favorite words, communicative, or communicative, depending on how you pronounce it. And in the words of communicating, one of the Libras who I feel might have mastered communication is Mr. Nick Incredible Cannon, birthday October 8th. Yes, people, he is a Libra. Now, Nick Cannon has kind of went under the radar when it comes to relationships in the world of entertainment. Even with dating the likes of Kim Kardashian, Christina Milian, Lanesha Nicole Schringer. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how to pronounce that lady name, but she was in a Pussycat Doll. Jessica White, who I happen to think is one of the most beautiful women on this earth, and Chili from TLC. Now, that was just a small group, a part of a long list of the women who he has dated. However, Mr. Libra himself has been in the news lately for having his fourth child this year by 3 different women. Now, just saying that out loud again, 4 children, 1 year, 3 different women sounds completely bonkers. And a part of me believes Nick Cannon has mastered communication. Libras are known for having amazing communication skills, which is extremely weird to me because the way my ex was set up, he struggled at that shit consistently. But what in the human hell did this man say to these women that made them feel secure and protected enough to have his baby, knowing that he has 2 other women pregnant at the same time? Like, we know Libras are known to be people pleasers as well. So did he just tell them what the fuck they wanted to hear? And like nobody wants to kill him? Like how, Sway? How? Now, the first mother of his child, who we know about, happens to be the great legendary icon Mariah Carey, who happens to be an Aries. And some Aries operate in the symbolization of me. I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to make sure I'm good. And then I'm going to scoot on over to you and make sure all your needs are met. And thinking about Mariah Carey, I'm pretty sure that's exactly how their relationship went. Now, Mariah Carey, according to media, hasn't dated a lot of people. She had one whole husband, Tommy Mottola. She previously secretively dated Eminem, who we know is a whole struggle. And then Nick Cannon himself. Now, understanding that Mariah Carey has been single for majority of her life, she's probably set in her ways, has her traditions, wants this, that, and the third done in this specific manner, and her whole diva persona is legendary. So there probably wasn't too much room for Nick Cannon to actually grow within the relationship. And knowing that many Libras operate in the symbolization of we, meaning they like to be extremely family-oriented or are heavy relationship-oriented, I'm going to take a wild guess and use my imagination here. Nick Cannon probably wanted to be included in a lot of things that Mariah Carey was so used to doing by herself, and she wasn't with the shits. So, that's what had happened. Now, from my personal experience with Libras, they are charming as hell. So there was absolutely no question for me on how Nick Cannon even had to obtain these women, because I know the charm, I felt the fire, and I liked it. But I honestly and truly want to know, deep down in the pits of my soul, how did the conversation go with these women in the idea of keeping or having his baby? But for the real, the question is, what did he say to them to convince them to not wear a condom while they was fucking? And I know having a baby is a 2-person thing, but we're talking about one specific person right here. So let's just put it all on their side. But was he like, hey, yo, I like you, We be kicking it for a minute. We got a lot of shit in common. I think you pretty, and I want you to have my baby. But now tonight, while we fornicating, I actually got somebody on the West Coast that's like 7 months pregnant with my baby. So like in 2 months, she gonna have one. And then I got somebody already in the South that's 3 months pregnant. So like, you know, in like 6 months, she gonna have another one of my babies too. I'm gonna take care of all y'all, because you know I got like 15 jobs, right? And I'm the producer, director, creator, and casting agent from Wildin' Out. So I got like 4 checks coming from right there. But seriously, knowing that Libras are extremely indecisive and have trouble making decisions, how did he decide to pick these 3 specific women to carry his children? On top of Libras having some unreal expectations about certain situations, does he really think all these women are gonna sit nice in this boat and play kumbaya and not try to kill him in the process? Wishful thinking, Mr. Cannon. But of course, who his baby mamas are definitely play a part into how cordial this whole entire situation is going to play out. And he picked Alyssa Scott, who is a Libra like himself, birthday October 12th. Abby De La Rosa. I'm just going to add some ethnicity to this one because I like the way it sounds. Abby De La Rosa, who happens to be a Scorpio, birthday October 30th. And Brittany Bell, who is also a Scorpio, birthday November 9th. He has a type. Mr. Nick Libra Incredible Cannon definitely has a type. But for reality's sake, he is actually having all of these children on purpose. Specifically what that reason is, I don't know. But I did come across a few random statements made in interviews that I'll just sum up to the point of, like, man, this is what we were put on this earth to do, to procreate. To have babies, to make babies, take care of them babies, grow them up so that they can further have their own babies and we can create legacy and generations. And you know what? He's absolutely not wrong in that statement. That is what the book of the Bible and Jesus and God said that we was here to do, procreate. But many people feel that he's being extremely selfish, which Libras can be at times, by having this amount of children and you just being one man, the father, not being able to provide time evenly and equally among all children. There are many men who struggle with just having 2 kids by 2 different baby mothers, so them imagining the idea of one man having 7 kids between 4 women is crazy. But hey, he has the money to do it, and being that he intentionally had all these children on purpose, they will definitely be well taken care of. And if he's the type of Libra that likes the balance and symmetry and equality in his life, rest assured, there's probably going to be another pregnancy coming along, because, you know, then that would make an 8th baby, and that's an even number, because, you know, you can split that in half and make 4 and 4 going to 2, you know, symmetry. But I respect it as long as the man has a plan, and he probably actually came from a really large family already, so that would make sense why he would want to have a bunch of kids and create a mega family. But Libras, y'all the homie. So far, you have been amazing people to this Aquarius. I have lifelong friends. I dated one of y'all, so I ain't gonna give y'all too much kudos on the relationship aspect. But overall, as humans, y'all been doing good, and I appreciate you. I appreciate having you in my life and in my space, and you allowing me to be in your life and in your space. So to all the Libras, live long and prosper. Wrap your penis up. Don't be a Nick Cannon. Unless you got the money to afford it, then do you, boo, do you. Peace.